What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So last week with the Utah Jazz, we did a trade scenario in that video where we traded for Josh Giddey, but it was just a swap of draft picks, Josh Giddey, and it was basically pretty simple. But a lot of you guys comment down below that if the Jazz and the Thunder were making a trade, more than likely the Thunder are going to try to acquire Lauri Markkanen, and I do agree with that. So today, once again, we're going back to trading Josh Giddey to the Utah Jazz, but instead of swapping lottery picks today, we're acquiring Lauri Markkanen. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Now, I did do a Lauri Markkanen Thunder rebuild like 5 months ago, but I'm redoing it because there's a lot of things that are super different with the Thunder. First and foremost, in that video, I traded for him at the deadline. I traded Davis Bertans contract away to get him, which obviously Bertans not even on the team anymore. Jalen Williams was still only like an 81 overall. Josh Giddey was kept in the video throughout. So like this will be a little bit different, I guess. It's just kind of more of a, where we're at today kind of video. And I still think that Lauri Markkanen to the Thunder, of course, would be absolutely amazing. So that's what we're doing. Josh Giddey, Ousmane Dieng, that 12th pick. So instead of swapping picks today, the Thunder are not going to get a pick back. Again, if the Jazz are going to move Lauri Markkanen, I said this in the other video as well, I do believe that the Thunder are going to have to slightly overpay because it sounds like the Jazz just want to keep Markkanen. So it's Josh Giddey, Ousmane Dieng, that 12th pick, a top 5 protected Philly pick, Lenny Waters, and an unprotected 2026 pick. Is this even enough for the Jazz to say yes? Not 100% sure, but we're going to go ahead and make it happen anyway. I didn't even need trade override for that one, so we can go ahead and turn that off. So boom, just like that, Lauri Markkanen is a Thunder. So now that makes this team just absolutely scary. So we're going to move Jalen Williams to small forward, since Lauri Markkanen will probably play power forward for us. But yeah, imagine that front court. Chet Holmgren and Lauri Markkanen. If the Thunder could pull it off this offseason, how amazing that would be for them. But again, it's going to be hard. I think that the Jazz are, not... Sounds like they're not really interested in moving Markkanen at the moment, but things change all the time in the NBA, so we'll see. So coach staff is completely filled out other than the defensive coaching spots. Let's go ahead and fill that out really quickly, and we get straight into free agency, because obviously draft night doesn't really matter for us anymore. We just traded our pick away. We do have an early second, so I guess we can jump in and see who we can get with that early second round pick, though. Today's video is brought to you by DGF's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having a tool like this is so clutch at finding good plays right in front of you without having to do any research. Well, while we pull it up right now, the board's kind of dry at the moment for PrizePicks. You just have, of course, some other apps to choose from. But if there is one play that I like right now that I'd plug and play, it is Logan Allen over 4.5 strikeouts. And I found that play within 2 seconds just like that. I don't go into a day, thinking about a specific player prop or a specific player that I want to place an entry on. It's all about what the optimizer tells me and the value that we're getting. So basically, it just compares discrepancies across sportsbooks, also shows you the juice on sportsbooks. All right. So with that being said, make sure to check out this tool. Like I said, they have all kinds of apps to choose from on here to look at the value on these, on the plays on their app, and you can check it out. 25% of first month if you use code Crushables. Of course, I use it on apps such as PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a DFS app that allows you to choose between 2 to 6 players. They run promos a lot. They have all kinds of sports to choose from. Baseball, WNBA, NHL still going on for at least one more game, maybe another couple games if it goes to a game 7. You got esports on here. You even got Rocket League if you're really into that stuff. So a lot of interesting things here on PrizePicks. So make sure you use code Crushables on PrizePicks as well, as they actually match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. And thanks to DGF's Optimizer, don't look at that first one. It didn't work out. But this one was so close as well. But we did, I showed this in yesterday's video, but we did cash this one thanks to DGF's Optimizer. So, no run first innings are very sweaty. Other than that, let's get back to the video. Make sure you use code Crushables. Links down in the description below. 25% first month on DGF's Optimizer and PrizePicks. Match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So here we are in the second round, an early second round pick. Don't connect is still on the board for some reason. I definitely need to contact Joda and see if he could fix that, because there's no reason for him to fall this far. He is definitely a lottery pick. Missy is still here as well. But I think I'm going to take Tyler Kolek. So we'll take Tyler Kolek out of Marquette and bring him in OKC, and he'll be a 72 overall. So player options, we got Jalen Williams, of course, Chet, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe. So we will, of course, accept all of those. Qualifying offers, Adam Flagler, you got Sar, you got Keontae Johnson. Not too worried about any of those guys for this one. But free agency, we do have the money to spend on a little bit if we wanted to. So we have Shea, Casey Wallace, which is great. Isaiah Joe's our starting 2 guard right now. But since we did, of course, move Jalen Williams over, we can keep Lou Dort. We can move Lou Dort to shooting guard, which I like him there a little bit more since he is 6'4" anyway. So that guard rotation looks great to me. Jalen Williams, and then Wiggins and Markkanen. As much as I like the other Jalen Williams, I do think I'd prefer a better backup center. So what is our cap space situation even look like? Because it looks like we do have cap space, which is nice. But we are at $161 million team total. I'm assuming that might have a cap hold. I bet Gordon Hayward's cap hold is still against us, isn't it? That's not where I find cap holds. Cap holds. Where is cap holds? It is. I always forget where it's at. It's right here. There it is. Cap holds. Yeah, Gordon Hayward's $47 million is why it doesn't look like we have any money. So I'm going to renounce all of this. So now we'll have money. So yeah, that was the problem. I was like, I thought we'd have more cap space because 2K is showing me that. But we definitely do. It's just Gordon Hayward's, of course. Yeah, so we have $106 million committed. Of course, that is before Lauri Markkanen gets a huge extension. Chet and Jalen Williams will be up for extensions at the same time. So, and then you got Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins. So yeah, it's going to get very expensive. So you have to be very careful with what we do here. But nonetheless, we do have money to spend. And of course, I think you got to use it on some size if you're OKC. While we've acquired Lauri Markkanen, it doesn't hurt to acquire more size. And actually, I don't mind moving Aaron Wiggins to small forward either, because he might even go up at small forward, and he does up to an 81. So we're going to move him to small forward, and we'll look at maybe a power forward or center to bring in. So yeah, this team right away should be fantastic. So let's go see who we can get. So do we want Tobias there? Do we want Top and Miles Bridges? No. Do we want Claxton? Of course, as much as I would like Claxton, I think I might steer away from that. Jalen Duren's here for whatever reason. Joe Val. And of course, the Thunder have been very much attached to Isaiah Hartenstein. And if I'm OKC, I want him. So I'm going to go for Isaiah Hartenstein here. It sounds like he might get up to like, I don't know, like 20 million a year, but I'm going to give him 17. I think that's like, you know, kind of along with what Mitch Robinson and Nurkic are making. You could convince me that Hartenstein's eventually going to get 20 million or, you know, up to 20 million in this free agency. It would not surprise me, but I'm going to get him as our backup center for this team. We need some size, and he is perfect. So love that for us. And I think that's all we're going to spend it on. I'm just going to let the rest of the assistant GM kind of just sign some minimum contracts. So I'm feeling good about that. We have a fantastic roster. We have a, you know, really good chance of going on and winning a championship next year. We were very close last year, got to the second round, pushed the Dallas Mavericks to 6, and unfortunately fell short. But now you have Shea, Jalen Williams developing, Chet, you bring in Lauri Markkanen, and bring in Hardenstein. This team should be fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what the results are here in 2K. As we know, the Thunder already damn good in the 2K simulation. Imagine adding Markkanen and Hardenstein to this equation. I feel like this is about to go extremely well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this rotation all together after we load that 2025 draft class. And of course, we might add a crazy lottery pick next offseason to this team as well. So 4-star balance under Mark Daigneault, which is fine. And here is your starting 5, which I'm more than happy with. So it's Shaylin, or what did I just say? I try to combine Shea and Jalen Williams' name. I do that quite often. I don't know why. Shea is your point guard. Lou Dort's your 2 guard. Jalen Williams is your 3. Markkanen 4. Chet 5. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Hartenstein, Casey Wallace, and Jalen Williams. I actually am going to kick Jalen Williams out and just go Isaiah Joe here since we already have Hartenstein playing some minutes. So we'll run with that. There's no one. I guess we could send Kolek to the G League. So we'll do that. We'll send Tyler Kolek to the G League. And then I will see you guys at the end of this season. Probably won't stop at the deadline because I obviously feel very, very good about where this team is at already, and I assume 2K will reflect that in the standings. So at the end of year number 1, Luka wins MVP, Stephon Castle on the Hornets wins Rookie of the Year, Drummond is your 6-man Wemby Defensive Player, Ahmed most improved, and Joe Brunson Clutch Player, and Mark is your Coach of the Year at 62 and 20. Not too shabby, pretty good year. Not surprised as Shea makes All NBA first team. Here's All NBA second and All NBA third. Shea makes an all-defense first team as well, which is great to see, and that is about it. So we end up as the first team in the West. Surprise, surprise. Take a look at the player stats. I didn't mess with any shot tendencies, so I kind of just let 2K run its course. So Shea, 29 points, 18 from J-Dub, 18 from Lauri Markkanen, 18 from Chet, 10 from Lou Dort, 9 from Wiggins, and then 9 from Isaiah Joe. So I did extend Aaron Wiggins, a little more expensive than I would have liked, but at the end of the day, I think this team is pretty much set to win a few championships in a row. We also extended Isaiah Joe, of course, and then Markkanen's extension is going to come up this offseason. So, and then Chet and J-Dub next year are going to get paid. So yeah, it's going to get very, very expensive very, very quickly. But with that being said, we get the Warriors in round 1. So while we are cheap, I would love to get a championship. So the Warriors in round 1 got Podziemski, Steph, Wiggins, Kuminga, Draymond. They kept Clay. They have Moody, Trace Jackson Davis. So pretty much the same roster. Somebody come around against the Warriors, and we are going to beat them in 5. So we start off with a good, nice little first round victory there. And now we get the Lakers in round 2. So of course, as we all know, this team made it to the second round last year. Now, can we make it to the to the conference finals this time around? And we are going to beat the Lakers in 5. So far, so good. And now we get the Denver Nuggets. So I would love to have seen the Mavericks to maybe get some revenge, but instead it is going to be the Nuggets who have Jamal, KCP, Porter, Gordon, Jokic, Brown, Peyton Watson, Julian Strawther, and Zeke Naji. So let's go ahead and go game by game on this one. So we're up 1-0. They even it up. And we're up 2-1. 3. Nope. We are going to a game 6. Okay, so let's go out here. Go to a game 5 and see if we can close them out. Or not close them out here, obviously, but get a victory in game 5 that gives us the chance to close them out in game 6 in Denver. But they might get game 5 on us. So that is going to be a little disappointing, and that sucks. Okay. Let's go 8-man rotation. Let's go down to an 8-man rotation for this nice little sweat we got going on here. So that kicks a couple guys on rotation. But with that being said, can we force a game 7 back to OKC on this Denver Nuggets squad? And it's going to be a close one. Yeah, it's going to be extremely close, but it looks like we might have gotten them, and we do. So we do force a game 7 back to OKC, 35 from J-Dub, and now it is time to nut up or shut up. Can we come out here and win game 7 to go to the NBA Finals in year 1? We have the lead right now. Does not mean anything necessarily, but it looks like we are going to win game 7. So we are going to the NBA Finals after missing it last year, which is great. And now we get the Cavs. We have kept Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, and Allen. As we all know, it sounds like things will be split up a little bit this offseason. Cannot wait to see what happens there. But game 1, 1-0. So far, so good. 2-0. And it looks like we're getting our championship year 1. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Did I speak too soon? Oh, man. I might have spoken a little too soon. Simcasting game 7 in Oklahoma City. We're really about to blow a 3-0 lead here? Wow, that's kind of crazy. It looks like it's actually going to happen to us. Unless we get back in this game. We're down 5 with 3 minutes left. Bro, the amount of pain I would suffer right now if we lost here would suck. But we're down 1. Man, we just blew a 3-0 lead, didn't we? That's actually crazy. Wow. We did it. We blew a 3-0 lead. That's pretty extreme, not gonna lie. The Cavs going to win it all after we were up 3-0. You know, I'm not overly concerned because I know we'll get another one in this video. We'll get another chance, but man, that sucks, not gonna lie. If I was another team that like I thought this could be our only chance, I would be really mad. But for now, since I'm the OKC Thunder today, it doesn't bother me as much. And we're about to add a lottery pick here. So the Clippers are projected pick 6, and Miami's pick is lottery protected. So obviously, if this Clippers pick jumps up, that's fantastic. You know, let's sit and watch this lottery because it's not gonna be too long until we win this championship. So Raptors get 14. 13, we're going to have the Miami Heat, and of course, that would be ours, but of course, it's all protected. So Miami, well, I believe it's unprotected next year, so that could be nice, depending on how they do next year. But Charlotte, number 12, and then, all right, let's screw this. I'm just going to skip to the results. So we are going to get 8. So we did not jump up at all, which sucks, but would have been great if we did. Despite him blowing a 3-0 lead in the finals, I am going to bring him back, of course, and now I can go straight to draft night. Now, I could obviously trade this pick, but we're already about to be committed to so much money that I think just getting a rookie scout contract is going to be important here as a role player. So we'll see who that ends up being. So number 1 is going to be Cooper Fly to the Magic. That's pretty nice for them, although they need obviously a guard more than anything. Ace Bailey, Asa goes, and then you got VJ Edgecombe, Jaleel, and then I don't know who we're about to get. Hugo would have been nice, but we have Dink on the board. Wagner. I think we take Dink here. We could take a big as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Dink here. I know it says Dirk, but I think in real life his name is Dink. So 76 overall, not too shabby. I don't know if he'll play right away. We got Cole Carr in the second round. I can't two-way him for some reason, but whatever. So we got a couple guys in the second round. Player options, Kolek will accept, and then qualifying offers nothing. So as we know, free agency, first domino here is Markkanen is about to get a max extension. Going to be a lot of money, but as I said, we are committed to it. So that'll be the only thing we can do. I believe we're probably pretty close to over the 2nd apron now that is done. So let's see if we are. So dollar cap breakdown, we are not over the 2nd apron. So technically, we could sign an MLE, but I don't think that's even necessary. It looks like we kind of have a full rotation, so we're good on that. So we're basically just going to run it back. It's pretty much that's all there is. We drafted Dink, who probably won't play this year. There's just so much depth in front of him that he probably won't be able to play. But maybe that makes him, you know, or makes someone expendable in the future after we send him to the G League. Kolek, after going to the G League, did not develop at all. So that's cool to see. But other than that, Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams goes up to an 80 overall. And now we can take a look at running it back this year. And hopefully this time around, not blowing a 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals, because that was painful. But again, I'm not too concerned because I know we'll have another chance. It's the Thunder, for crying out loud. So, although it would be crazy if I didn't win a championship today after blowing a 3-0 lead. So, take a look at the rotation again. So Parky's going to let us start overall. 4.5 proficiency now. Not too surprised by that. So Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Markkanen, Chet, Aaron Wiggins, Hardenstein, Jalen Williams, and then we'll run a 9 rotation. That way we round up the rotation a little bit. So we do have 2 big men in the rotation. Maybe Jalen Williams has to play, which I guess what we could do is we can move him to power forward because he has the ability to shoot a little bit. That way him and Hardenstein can maybe play together at times, I guess. I don't know if I would love that, but if I guess his shot kept developing, it would be a fine fit. So we'll run with that. I guess Isaiah Joe's not getting any minutes, which I feel a little bit bad about, and then I will send Ding to the G League. So other than that, I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2, expecting tremendous results again this year, and hopefully, again, getting back to the finals, and this time executing better. This year, Shea wins MVP, which is nice to see. Harper, Rookie of the Year. Keontae George, 6th man. Wemby, Defensive Player. Dillingham, Most Improved. And Steph, Clutch Player. And Marcus, your Coach of the Year. As we went 66 and 16. So, you know, we're expecting to get back to the finals. We're the most dominant team in the West. And, you know, 35 from Shea. 18, 18, 16, 12, and then 10, and then 7. So we're going to go to an 8-man rotation. I also gave out some extensions as well. So I did extend Mr. Jalen Williams to stay around. And then I thought I extended one more player, but maybe oh, Shea also signed another extension. So we got him through his 31 years old, which is basically all of his prime. And then, you know, probably a couple years after that as well, or even more, just depending on how his game ages. Okay, so the Clippers, Bones, Howard, Powell, Paul George, Kawhi, Capella. So the team, of course, that we made a trade with years ago, you know, at like 3, what was it, like 3 in the morning or something crazy like that, where Paul George gets sent to the Clippers, but somebody come around against them. Obviously, it would be very disappointing if we lost them, and we do beat them in 4. And now we get the Dallas Mavericks. So pretty much the same team, other than they've added Simone and Noah. But now it's time to see if we can get some revenge for what has happened a couple years ago, this time in the second round. And this time we just smoked them and we beat them in 5. But now we draw the Timberwolves, who of course have at 99 Anthony Edwards. Outside of that, though, they have Cat coming off their bench and Naz Reid is starting. Somebody come around against them as we're up 3-1, but you never know. And we are back in the finals. Okay, and now we draw the Raptors. So Shea just averaged 42 in the conference finals. And then we got the Raptors who have RJ, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl quickly. Obviously, I'm looking to redeem ourselves as, you know, we were in this situation last year, but this time we do actually win it. So this time, no 3-0 blown lead. We do get a championship. Shea is your finals MVP. So W. We're going to go for back-to-back to end the video, and then we'll probably, you know, we're going to have a lottery pick here once again. So it looks like Miami did end up making the, missing the playoffs. So that's nice. We get to add another player here. So let's see what happens here. So 1 goes to Philadelphia. We end up getting 13. So that's nice. And then for staff signing, Mark is still committed here, which is great. We can get an assistant head coach. We might be able to convince like a Mike Malone to come coach under, you know, I don't know if he would ever do that. But hey, he comes over and now he's going to be our assistant head coach for next year, which is nice. So now we can get a guard guru. I doubt Mike Malone would ever be an assistant head coach again. That'd be kind of funny. But you never know. So let's go to a guard guru and we'll grab Mr. Dawson and we'll call that a offseason. All right, let's go to draft night. I didn't mean to skip past the draft. So, and of course, one thing we also have is we got to re-sign both Chet and J-Dub. So yeah, this team is about to be over the second apron. We're going to take Mr. Bryson. I know his name is something different in real life. I forget what it is, but we also got Boozer. Oh, I didn't realize we had 2 lottery picks. Wow, I did not realize that. Who was the other lottery pick from? Let me see. Draft lottery. We had, oh, Houston's pick. I didn't realize that. I didn't even see that. I was only focused on Miami's pick. Damn, all right. Well, we get a Bryson and Caden Boozer. Player options. Kendrick Williams, I think to save a little bit of money, I'm going to decline the $7 million. Connie Kolkar, and I'll accept those. And then qualifying offers. Jalen Williams, Tyler Kolek has not developed at all, so yeah, we can let him go. But the 2 extensions we are worried about, of course, is J-Dub and Chet, and we are going to be definitely over the second apron now, so yeah, we're not going to do anything else, although I wonder if 2K gives us the ability. So yeah, I really hope 2K in 2K25, you know, really puts, you know, some like second apron rules on, you know, that way we're limited to being able to do what you actually can do. I would really hope they do that. So as you can see, we are more than over the second apron. As you can see, $253 million committed. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything else, but we have a full roster, we have a full rotation, so we are set anyway. So the only thing we need to really do is we need to go look at player progression, and we need to see what this is looking like, and I cannot wait. So Kolek comes back, but everyone, as you can see, is developing. Even Dink is up to an 80 after coming from the G League. So all that is looking absolutely fantastic, which we love to see. And now we can get straight into this next season and go for a back-to-back. I think if we go back-to-back, we end it there. So we have to cut one player, unfortunately, and that will most likely end up being Kolik, which sucks, but he just hasn't developed at all. So we are deep. Power getting landed second overall. I'm hoping to get a 5-star proficiency. We did not. Damn, that would have been nice. But all right. So we have Shea. We can go back to a 9-man rotation. Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Lauri Markkanen, Chet, Aaron Wiggins, Kason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Jalen Williams. So that kind of sucks. We're leaving Dink out of it, but that's just kind of how much talent we have. So I will see you guys at the end of year 3. It'd be nice if we could win 70 games to end this video, but I'm just looking to get another championship, as we all know. So another MVP trophy for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, but at this point, we also get Mark and Hugh Watkins as your coach and executive. But at this point, I just want another championship and to be happy with that. So we should have had 3 in a row, but I guess we have to see if we even win this one. So 33 from Shea, 19 from Jalen Williams, 19 from Chet, 16 from Markkanen, 12 from Lou Dort, 9 from Wiggins, 7.5, 7, and then 7. So let's go to an 8-man rotation. Let's see if we can come out here and win this championship back-to-back. So we get the Rockets in round 1, who of course are always kind of a tough out sometimes, but I'm hoping we could beat them. Somebody come around against Houston, and they do get 2 games on us, so we might be in trouble maybe. So let's see if we can even this one up after going down 2-1. We don't really want to lose. If we go down 3-1 to the Rockets, we could be in trouble, as we are going to escape with our lives and go up and even it up. All right, so now we go back to game 5 in Oklahoma City. So that was kind of scary, but now we got to win game 5. And Houston is giving us some problems here. Houston, we have a problem, and it's the Rockets. All right, can we win this one, though? And it looks okay. So we do beat them. And can we close them out in 6? No, we're going to a game 7. I was kind of hoping we could avoid a game 7, but Houston forces us to a game 7. I should have simcasted game 6, but I didn't. All right, so here we go. Extra sweaty here. Game 6, but I think we got it. So our game 7, sorry. We beat them. W. All right. So now we get the Spurs. So we get a Chet versus Wemby series. I love to see it. Trae Young is in San Antonio now, and then Rob Dillingham, so that is kind of fun. I'm not as intimidated as I was by that Rocket squad for some reason, so maybe we just beat them with ease. 2-1, 3-1, and Wemby are no match. All right, now we get the Mavericks, who we beat last year, who have it. What on earth? They have Stephen Curry, Kyrie, and Luka. All right, so Luka is going to be the 6th man of the Mavericks now. Okay. That makes a ton of sense. How on earth did Steph... Okay. 46 million, 50 million, and then 48. That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, I guess Lively isn't making any money yet, and Sohan signed for a minimum. All right. Gafford, is he making any money? I don't know how they afforded Stephen Curry for $46 million, to be completely honest with you, but whatever. Somebody come around against Dallas, and we're down 3-0 to that. Okay. So the 3 def guard lineup, 3 of the best guards in the NBA, join a trio, and it just smokes us, I guess. Wow, that's kind of... This game makes no sense. All right, I'm going to end it off. Oh, wait a minute. We're not done yet. We won 1. All right, so we're not getting swept. Imagine we came back for 3-0. It is possible, but we barely won that one, so I don't know, man. I guess Luka coming off the bench is an absolute cheat code. Do we win this one barely, too? We just keep stealing it at the very end. Are we going to keep doing that every game? We get, we get a game 6 in Dallas. We win this one. We're going back to game 7 in OKC. Back and forth. They've all been extremely close. And we win another close one. So game 7 in Oklahoma City to see if we can close them out here and get to the finals after I thought it was over. And this time it looks like they're going to blow us out. So, man, what a team they formed. Kyrie, Steph, and Luka sounds insane. Do they beat the Nets? I'm sure they do. And they go on to win the championship. Luka is your finals MVP. On that note, I'm going to end it there. We got one in the video. I guess that all that truly matters. But Lauri Markkanen to OKC. This was probably a little bit of a quicker video, so I do apologize. But, it's not really that hard to rebuild the Thunder. They're just already kind of set. And I just wanted to talk about Markkanen again with different circumstances. But hope you guys enjoyed regardless. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.